5 warning signs your body gives before a stroke after age 65. Don't ignore these. Have you ever thought about how quickly life can change in an instant? Imagine feeling perfectly fine, enjoying your golden years when suddenly, without warning, your entire world shifts. Every year after 65 carries precious value because the threat of a stroke becomes frighteningly real, especially since strokes often strike without obvious warnings. But here's the hidden truth. Strokes rarely happen without your body signaling first. The problem is most people completely miss these subtle signs until it's too late. What if your body is silently screaming at you, right now, desperately trying to prevent a devastating stroke? Knowing these crucial signs could mean the difference between maintaining your independence or facing permanent disability. In today's video, you'll discover 5 scientifically proven warning signs your body gives before a stroke strikes after age 65. Stay until the end, because even missing just one of these could drastically change your life's course. By recognizing these early signs, you'll gain the power to protect yourself and your loved ones, ensuring the life you've built remains full and vibrant. Now, let's dive into these life-saving warnings. Sign 1. Sudden weakness or numbness. A sudden numbness or weakness, particularly affecting one side of your body, can indicate a stroke is imminent. This sign usually manifests as an inability to lift an arm or leg easily, or a noticeable heaviness or tingling sensation. Consider 2 friends, Richard and Stanley, both 67. Richard was gardening one afternoon when he suddenly noticed that his left arm felt strangely heavy. Rather than brushing it off as fatigue, he remembered a health talk he attended and immediately went to the hospital. Doctors quickly discovered a blockage, and thanks to Richard's swift reaction, he avoided a severe stroke. Stanley, however, had similar symptoms while watching TV one evening. His right leg suddenly felt numb and weak. Thinking it was merely old age, Stanley chose to rest instead of getting help. Unfortunately, Stanley suffered a stroke later that night, significantly limiting his mobility and independence. When blood flow to part of your brain is compromised, weakness or numbness appears, often on one side of the body. It's your body's urgent cry for help. The earlier you react, the better your chances of preventing permanent damage. Never overlook sudden weakness or numbness, especially after age 65. Your quick response can protect your mobility and independence for years to come. Sign 2. Sudden vision problems. Sudden visual disturbances, like blurriness, double vision, or partial blindness, can be critical stroke indicators. Vision depends entirely on healthy brain function, and when blood supply is compromised, your eyes often reflect the damage first. Think about Linda and Sarah, both in their early 70s. Linda was reading her favorite book when suddenly everything in her right eye blurred. Immediately alarmed, she went to the ER, where doctors discovered a blocked artery. Immediate intervention saved her vision and likely her life. Sarah had a similar experience, briefly losing vision in her left eye during breakfast. She dismissed it as simple tiredness. Sadly, Sarah experienced a severe stroke days later, leaving her partially blind and dependent on others. Visual disturbances like these aren't merely annoyances. They're vital warnings that your brain isn't getting enough oxygen-rich blood. The faster you react, the greater your chances of recovery. If you're still watching and find these insights helpful, comment vision below. And remember to subscribe and hit the bell to stay informed. Sign 3. Difficulty speaking or understanding. Sudden trouble speaking clearly, slurring words, or struggling to understand conversations is a significant warning sign of an impending stroke. Your brain's speech centers are extremely sensitive to blood flow interruptions. Meet George and Philip, both 69. George suddenly struggled to find the right words during dinner with family. Recognizing this immediately, his daughter took him to the emergency room, where swift treatment prevented permanent speech loss. Philip, however, experienced similar symptoms, but insisted he was just tired. Hours later, Philip suffered a severe stroke, permanently impairing his ability to communicate clearly. When speech difficulties occur, it indicates parts of your brain are starved of blood and oxygen. Quick intervention can reverse or significantly reduce lasting damage. Never dismiss sudden speech difficulties, even if brief. Every second counts. Sign 4. Sudden severe headache. A sudden, intense headache, unlike anything experienced before, can signal an imminent stroke. This headache is often described as the worst pain imaginable, usually arriving without any clear trigger. Consider Martha and Helen, both 68. Martha suddenly experienced an unbearable headache and immediately called emergency services. Doctors discovered a ruptured blood vessel early, quickly preventing further complications. Helen, however, experienced similar severe pain, but decided it was stress-related. Tragically, she later suffered a massive stroke, severely affecting her quality of life. These severe headaches often reflect blood vessel ruptures or blockages, extremely dangerous if untreated immediately. Prompt medical care can save your life and prevent permanent disability. If you're still watching, please comment headache below to let me know you're here. Your feedback motivates our mission. Sign 5. Sudden dizziness or loss of balance. Suddenly losing balance, feeling dizzy, or experiencing unexplained instability often precedes a stroke. Your brain's coordination and balance centers rely on steady blood flow, making dizziness a serious warning sign. Look at Susan and Janet, both 71. Susan felt dizzy suddenly while grocery shopping and wisely sought immediate medical help. Early intervention identified blocked arteries before any significant harm occurred. Janet felt similar dizziness at home, attributing it to low blood sugar. Later that day, she had a stroke that severely impacted her independence and mobility. Sudden dizziness signals that vital areas of your brain might not be receiving adequate blood flow. Quick action drastically improves your outcomes and prevents devastating consequences. Today, you've learned the 5 critical warning signs your body gives before a stroke: sudden numbness, vision problems, speech difficulties, severe headaches, and dizziness. Each of these signs can be subtle, yet life-changing when ignored. Remember the real-life stories you've heard today. Each person who took these symptoms seriously maintained their independence and quality of life, while those who ignored them faced severe, life-altering consequences. Your body communicates clearly, especially after age 65. By recognizing and acting on these signals, you can protect your health, independence, and life. Never underestimate these warnings. Take immediate action, seek medical help promptly, and encourage loved ones to do the same. Your future health depends largely on how quickly you respond today. It's never too late to pay attention, take control, and protect the vibrant life you deserve. Thank you so much for watching and prioritizing your health. If this video helped you, please like, subscribe, and share it widely. Your support means everything. Let us know in the comments which warning sign surprised you most. Have you or someone you love experienced any of these symptoms? Your stories, comments, and engagement motivate us to keep bringing you life-saving information. Remember, by subscribing and turning on notifications, you'll never miss vital updates that can protect your life and loved ones. Stay informed, stay safe, and we'll see you soon in our next important video.